Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the first video that's being filmed on my iPhone 14 Pro, which is my current phone that I currently use. I don't usually film on this phone because I don't want to drain the storage on this, and I also don't want to make the battery go bad on here. But yeah, but today's a special day because iOS 26 just came out. Yeah! I'm going to be hands-on with it, so I am currently signed up for the iOS 26 developer beta. I got enrolled last year for the iOS 18 developer beta, and again, this is a beta, so I don't recommend any of you guys downloading it actually, because, or if you do, I would recommend you do it on a phone that you don't technically use. That's not like your daily phone. But if you do want to do it on your daily phone, I mean, go ahead. Don't say I didn't warn you, but I recommend that you back up all your stuff on your phone first before you install the developer beta. I'm doing it on my iPhone 11 because I think almost all the features will probably be the same on here, except for I don't have Apple Intelligence, which I don't have Apple Intelligence now because I'm currently filming on the newest phone I currently have is the iPhone 14 Pro. So yeah. But let's see if we can download the developer beta. Update. And let's see how much that's gonna be a problem. So, give me just a second. Why does it have to be that much gigabytes have to be available to download Alright, I deleted a bunch of storage, so now I could just go back and download the beta. There we go, and oh, now it wants me to hold up. Now it's downloading, so now I just have to wait. And I'll get back to you when it's fully downloaded. Alright, I just got finished downloading it, and at the top right here it says, this Apple confidential privacy your use is subject to and licensed under terms and conditions of either Apple Development License Agreement, the PLA, if obtained the software as an Apple Developer Member Program or Apple's Customer Seed and Confidentially Agreement. If you obtain the software as a participant in Apple's Customer Seed Program, including any applicable consents to collect diagnostic data set forth therein. If you have not agreed to the PLA or Customer Seed and Confidentially Agreement as applicable, you are not permitted to use the software. Basically saying that you have to agree to, if you lose your data, they are not liable for it. So that's why I'm doing this for you, because I'm professional. Agree. And before I do this, I am going to back up my phone. So go up here. Censor that. Where is it? iCloud. Back up 2 days ago. We're gonna have to back it up right now. Backups aren't that long. It just takes like a couple minutes. Like just a minute. Yeah, just a minute. Now that's backed up, we can continue. General software update. Click. Oh shoot. Update now. Update now. Verify update, and now it is loading. Oh. Is it supposed to do that? Oh, what the? Oh, that's actually kind of cool. That's actually kind of cool. Did you guys see that? That was kind of cool. Yo, look at this. You can't really see it that well because I'm like... Alright, I kind of took a break from filming just to play around with all the settings on the new iPhone. And I just got some... I just went around and set up some stuff to show you guys everything. And yeah, I'm ready to start recording. The only thing is, like I'm going to say again, please do not download the developer beta on your main phone. If you do, please back up your phone so you don't lose any of your data. Please. Trust me, I've had to do this. I didn't listen to any disclaimers that anybody would tell me, and I would do it anyway, and I have to go to Apple to get it fixed. So yeah, so please back up your device, or at least, because it's very unstable. When I was like trying to going through it, I also found a lot of bugs and errors. So yeah, it's not especially since this is the first developer version. So the only reason why I want it, I downloaded it because I'm a trained professional, and I have a controlled environment, and I know what I'm doing because I've done this before, and I just know what I'm doing. So please, again, please do not go downloading it without knowing what you're doing. Thank you. So the first app we're gonna talk about on here is the new liquid glass, which is massively translucent, and also the notifications are like liquid glass. I can. Oh well, that's not supposed to happen. But yeah, the liquid glass is like it's everywhere. I mean, in the control center is here. Notifications, even though I got rid of all my notifications use liquid glass. It's everywhere. Sliders, it's everywhere. It's just everywhere. Apps. Hold up. This is liquid glass. It's everywhere. I mean, Apple actually took a really good time actually developing this, and Apple just need to give Apple their flowers. Look at this. Look how good it looks. And then like down here, it's liquid glass. And then if you go, that's finally what I was gonna show you. That's liquid glass. Let me edit it real quick. Yeah, just look how nice this looks. And Apple's taking their time to develop this, and honestly, this is actually pretty nice. I really like this. Apple did a good job making this OS. And I know I sound like I suck off Apple for a living, but I mean, it's the truth. And it's also reshaping how Apple used to look after what, iOS 7? Like almost, I have no idea when iOS 7 came out, but that long ago, and we're finally getting some new changes. They did give us some more customization options to do, but like last year when they came out with the iOS, what was it, 18? I'm so lost because there's new iOS. This is supposed to be iOS 19. They came out with iOS 26. I'm thinking this is iOS 18. iOS 17 was last year. I'm just so confused. But yeah, and I hate how, maybe I'll show you. My HomePod's right here, and I hate how it does this, where I'm not even touching it. Look, I'll be right here. Oh, now it was the one. Oh, there. I didn't even touch it. I barely even got next to it, and it's doing it. But whatever, we'll move on. But I'm using my iPhone 11, so some of the Apple Intelligence features that you may have on the iPhone 15 or 16 or even the new iPhone 17 when it comes out, they might be better, but my experience is limited because I have limited stuff. Also, I can't show you a lot of the other stuff like Apple OS, Vision OS, because I don't even have an Apple Vision Pro. Some of them, especially CarPlay OS, because I don't have the means to, but still I can't. Some of the features I can't show you right now, so I'm trying to show you the best I can that I can actually do on the iPhone 11. So yeah, but sometimes it lags. Just like sliding it. But there are some, like with the iPhone 11, because of its GPU. Some models have faster GPUs, but this one's kind of slow, and it's also now 120 hertz. Broke. I'm just kidding. But yeah, this is the newest one I could do, because yeah, because the 14 Pro. I'm not messing with this because I learned my lesson from that. Okay, next we're gonna go to the camera app, which had a major redesign. So like if I go customize and I make the apps default again, look, that looks like a little like DSLR. Look how nice that looks. Or like an iPhone camera, but also not at the same time. Looks like one of those a fake iPhone camera, like the ones almost like fake phones. But yeah, we go in here. Look how nice this layout is. Look how nice. And this hasn't been changed since what? iOS 7? It might have been changed, but I don't really see a difference between any of the other iPhone models. So yeah. But This is coming back to iOS 20 or yeah, iOS 26. They in liquid glass. It had liquid glass on here, so it's supposed to be more unique. See, you can even see it. Whoa, and you can even see like the glassy little feels on here. How it looks like glassy, but yeah, that's actually pretty nice. And it got stuck in the middle. Can I do that again? Oh, it got stuck. For some reason on camera, like before when I was recording, I was recording and it was like very extremely buggy, but now I thought I'm gonna do the recording over again because it's gonna shoot some reasons, but I'm not gonna specify. But yeah, I mean, it was buggy at first, but now it's not as buggy as it was. So yeah, one feature which I actually thought was pretty cool with iOS, with the new iOS, is you can click video, and it even that's sad. On the other iPhones had like a bunch of features that you could do, but only on here I can only do flash and exposure. Thing that's sad. On my 14 Pro I could probably do more features, but yeah. And then when you click the resolution in this, has more resolution. It has more options, but on the newer phone like the iPhone 16 Pro and 15 Pro, I don't think 15 Pro. I think 16 Pro because 16 Pro has 4K 120 frames per second, and the 16 and 15 14 and 15 both have 60 frames per second. So yeah, and there was also a feature that you can also capture 3D photos, but and they can like tilt. But I found out that you can only have Apple Intelligence to do this, and the iPhone 11 does not have Apple Intelligence. The 14 doesn't even have Apple Intelligence. The only phones that have Apple Intelligence are the 15 Pro, yes, Pro, and the 16 series. So no 15s, regular 15s, no 14 Pro, no 14, no 13. Anyone besides the 15 Pro and 16 series has Apple Intelligence. Everyone else doesn't. I can't believe I have the iPhone. I thought there would be way more features on the iPhone 11, but there's really not. It's really, I mean, it's really only limited to the new phones, which is just Apple being Apple. So yeah, can't judge, can't do it. So next we're gonna talk about messaging and groups, and I have a group that I'm willing to use because I don't have anything. Oh, finally this works. So you can actually add a background, which I thought was actually pretty cool. All you have to do to add a background is just click on this, and then click backgrounds. And then you can pick any background you want. Some of them aren't loaded on here already, but that's okay. I feel like after I'm done filming, it's gonna act buggy again. But right now, it's actually pretty good. And another big feature I did see is that you can actually add polls. So I can add a poll like that, and I can type options. So let's see, I'm gonna type in, I should have been screen sharing that, dang it. I'm gonna do it again with screen share. The control center is liquid glass, that is true. That's just so nice. But okay, so I'm just gonna say, are we on for Cheese Cake Factory tomorrow? Option 1, I'm gonna say yes. Option 2, maybe. Option 3, no. And then you don't actually have to fill in all 4, which it just make me do right now. You can just do you can just do 2, and I could just no. But then I send it, and I have a poll. So people will show me the poll, and then after the poll is done, or after people answered, I can go in and see which was the majority. Obviously, my friend doesn't have. I feel bad for my friend. My friend doesn't have the poll. The friend doesn't have iOS 26, so he can't see it. So I'm just gonna text him. Sorry, I'm just doing this for a video. Also, that has a cool animation. I'm just kidding. Actually was a cool animation when you stop screen sharing too, but that's just little things. So like I said, you can't actually do the poll. You can do the polls, but it doesn't have any intelligence to see or to auto suggest stuff like how it showed on the Apple on the commercial. They had so like if somebody asked if we're going to a restaurant, if they're going to a restaurant or going on a date or just whatever, it'll suggest a poll for you to pick, so you can answer the poll. However, the iPhone 11 does not have a poll, so I can't show. Or doesn't have auto suggest, so I can't do that right now. But however, I could show you the polls because the polls I can still use, but it can. I can't just do. It can't just do it automatically. Something I was just doing. I was just doing screenshots, and I don't know if I'm a big fan of it. Just taking up the whole screen, and taking up the whole screen, so I can't just go out of it. I mean, I can go out of it, but it's not. I have to click the check mark. So, and then click save the photo. So I don't really think I like that, but I mean, I'll get used to it. Next, we're gonna go into the new Games app. Why is it my finger? Okay. The new Games app, which it's actually pretty cool. I don't have games on here, but it actually shows me. It's basically like Game Center. If you guys remember Game Center, it used to have an app. So whenever I wanted to change my Game Center tag, I'd have to go on my old iPad Mini, and change it because that was the only iPad I could use. But yeah, I could just change my name by clicking that right there, and this is my old tag, so I can just change it. I'm gonna change it real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so I can't save the profile because it's not I don't think that's option yet. But here are a bunch of games that you can play. That I think you can also add games. You can go to arcade, which is right here at the bottom, and arcade, and it has Apple Arcade, which you don't have to go into the App Store anymore. You could just as an app for it. So. Yeah. Next thing I also wanted to get into is Apple CarPlay. I can't go too in depth with Apple CarPlay, but I could just tell you some things that it implemented in the iPhone, or implemented in the new software update. It has a bunch of customization tools that can make your Apple CarPlay your iPhone in a way, but in a car kind of setting. Apple CarPlay got cleaner and has less distractions and has more compact notifications, which a simpler layout that keeps your eyes on the road at the same time as being able to check notifications, and a way to check notifications and like I said, I don't have Apple Intelligence, so I can't go through any of the other features. So that means Genmoji, Image Playground, all that, the new and improved Apple Intelligence features I cannot get at this time. I have to get an iPhone 15 Pro or an iPhone 16, or just I'm planning on waiting till the iPhone 17 comes out and getting an iPhone 17 Pro Max, or no Pro, because I don't want Pro Max. I did at one point want a Pro Max phone, but no, I don't know if I want a Pro Max phone, because I feel like this size, which my phone's smaller than this. I feel like this phone, my phone size I think is already too big. So yeah. So all the features that I just covered today on phones that if you don't have an iPhone 15 Pro or iPhone, I don't know. If you don't have an iPhone 15 Pro and the 16 lineup, those are all the main features that you can basically do. There are some features, but your experience may vary. Meaning there are some features like what I just showed you, liquid glass. There are some customization options, but just some of those features are limited to depending on the phones you have. So bottom line, don't get this. Get an iPhone 15 Pro. I'm just kidding. What? I mean, this is the main channel, which has tick destruction in it. So yeah, and like I said, I'm a professional in a controlled environment, so I can do this test and this not break. I'm surprised it hasn't broken already, because I have it updated. One feature I forgot to talk about with the new iPhones is the ability to, when you're watching music, I should censor that. You can play a song, which I have to turn the volume all the way down. You can play a song, and then on your home screen, the whole artwork shows up. Wow, how cool. I can watch SZA all day. But yeah, final thoughts. I think iOS 26 is one of the most biggest changes to iOS that we ever had in a while. And I think this is gonna be one of the biggest moments for Apple right now is iOS 26. We're gonna have iPhone 17s rolling out in a couple months. We also have potentially some new AirPods coming out, some new Apple Watches coming out with the iOS or Apple Watch OS or Watch OS 26. So I think this is gonna be like a big moment for Apple right now. It's gonna be very excited. I feel like Apple's gonna be excited for all the for I don't know how to word it. Apple's gonna be excited for this, or to see how this plays out, see how people like it, people hate it, see why they hate it, see why they love it. I feel like my favorite feature is liquid glass because it just feels some type of way. It just makes you feel like calm. Like glass is just calming. It's about time that Apple brought glass design to Apple customization, because this thing is like full glass, like glass front, glass back. It's just infinite glass. So yeah, like I said, please do not download the developer beta. Wait for the public beta if you're really impatient, but even then, still just wait for it to come out, because you're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it. But still, if you decide to go for it, or if you're a developer or just somebody who loves Apple and wants to do it, go ahead. Make sure you use a backup phone, and make sure this phone's backed up just in case if you don't like it anymore, you want to revert back. It's been since I've been filming this, it's been stable. My phone's been stable. It hasn't crashed yet. It was buggy at first, but now it's not anymore. So, yeah. Also, what is this? I'm trying to figure out what is this the preview app. I don't know what this is. It looks like all my files, but then there's a files app right here. So what is this? Anyway, that's the end of the video. Let me know what you guys' favorite feature is on the comments. Like I said, it is liquid glass, and I can't wait to see 3D photos or live translation and everything else that comes out of iOS 26. And so with that, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.